Dear students, this is my fourth video lecture for MCOM Semester 3 Chapter Capital Budgeting V. Nirmal South Gujarat University. In this particular video lecture, we will discuss about discounted cash flow techniques of capital budgeting decisions. In last lecture, we discussed about traditional or non-discounting capital budgeting techniques, in which we show payback period method and accounting rate of return method. Now today, in this video lecture, we will discuss about time adjusted or discounted cash flow techniques of capital budgeting. We have three techniques in total: net present value, profitability index, and internal rate of return. In this particular video lecture, we will see the theoretical background of net present value and profitability index, and we will solve one example to understand the calculation of net present value and profitability index. Net present value technique. Net present value method is a process of calculating the present value of a project's cash flows using the opportunity cost of capital as the discount rate and finding out the net present value by subtracting the initial investment from the present value of future cash inflows from the project. The net present value method is classic method of evaluating the investment proposals. It is one of the methods of discounted cash flow techniques which recognizes the importance of time value of money. Now, here is the procedure for computation of net present value. In step number 1, we will determine the total cash outflow of the project and the time periods in which they occur. Here, cash outflow means total investments in the project. Step number 2, we will compute the total discounted cash outflow, that is outflow multiplied by present value factor. Here in second step, cash outflow determined in first step is converted into discounted cash outflow, and the formula will be outflow or cash outflow multiplied by PV factor. This present value factor will be calculated as per the information given in the sum, or ready annuity tables are available. In step number 3, we will determine the total cash inflows of the project and the time periods in which they arise. Here in step number 3, we determine cash inflows. It means cash comes in from the project to the business, and the time periods that means years during which the cash inflow arise. In step number 4, we compute the total discounted cash inflow, same like step number 2. In step number 2, we calculate discounted cash outflow. In step number 4, we calculate discounted cash inflow by using formula inflow multiplied by PV factor. In step number 5, finally, we compute net present value by applying formula discounted cash inflows less discounted cash outflows, that is step number 4 minus step number 2. And finally, decision for project by applying net present value method or a technique is accept the project if NPV is positive, else reject the project. Here is the formula for the calculation of net present value. We can use the formula NPV is equal to C1 divided by 1 plus K raised to 1 plus C2 divided by 1 plus K raised to 2 whole raised to 2 plus C3 divided by 1 plus K whole raised to 3 plus Cn divided by 1 plus K whole raised to n minus I, where C is equal to annual cash inflows. Cn is equal to cash inflow in the year n. So when we say C1 means annual cash inflow of the very first year of project, that is at the end of year. C2 is equal to annual cash inflow at the end of second year. C3 is equal to cash inflow at the end of the third year, and Cn is the cash inflow of nth year, or you can say last year of the project, and where K is equal to cost of capital. K is nothing but a cost of capital for the firm. We can say it is desirable rate of return. Okay, yes, and I is equal to initial investment in the project. Remember the notes while calculating net present value. First, generally cash outflow consists of initial investment which occur at time 0. That is initial investment in the project in the very first year. In the very first year, on the first day, whatsoever investment is made in the project is known as initial investment, plus special payments and outflows, that is working capital outflows which arises in the year of commercial production, and tax paid on capital gain on sale of old assets, if any. So dear students, cash outflow consists of these two things, that is initial investment in the project as well as working capital investment in the project, plus tax paid on capital gain on sale of old asset. Now second note is cash inflow. Cash inflows include CFAT, that is cash flow after tax of each year. How to calculate cash flow after tax is already discussed in lecture number 1. And also specific inflows like salvage value of new assets and recovery of working capital at the end of the project, plus tax savings on loss on sale of old assets, etc. So here cash inflows include CFAT of each year, plus salvage value of assets, new assets, plus recovery of working capital at the end of project, plus tax savings on loss on sale of old assets. And last note, the general assumption is that all cash inflows occur at the end of each year. So while calculating net present value of any project, we should keep in mind these three factors or these 3 points in use. Now our second method is profitability index or PI technique. Profitability index, PI, or cost benefit ratio is the ratio of the present value of cash inflows at the required rate of return to the initial cash outflow of the investment. So simply it is a relationship between cash inflow and cash outflow. So we can calculate profitability index by using formula total discounted cash inflows divided by total discounted cash outflows. Now, decision making or acceptance rule for profitability index technique. If PI, here by mistake NPV is written, but actually it is PI, profitability index greater than 1, accept the project. It means surplus over and above the cutoff rate is obtained. Second, PI is equal to 1. It means project generates cash flow at a rate just equal to the cost of capital. Hence, it may either be accepted or rejected. Third is PI less than 1. That is, reject the project, because the project does not provide returns even equivalent to the cutoff rate or cost of capital. So, like this, we calculate profitability index and use it for capital budgeting decision making. Once again, for your easy understanding, I tell profitability index is equal to total discounted cash inflows upon total discounted cash outflows. Okay, now let us understand both these methods, that is net present value technique and profitability index technique, by one example. Here is the example. New venture company evaluating an investment proposal of rupees 3,06,000 with expected cash flows as year and cash flow after tax, that is CFAT. At the end of first year, CFAT rupees 1 lakh. At the end of second year, it is rupees 1,30,000. At the end of third year, rupees 1,50,000. At the end of fourth year, rupees 1 lakh. And the company's cost of capital is 10%. And we are asked to compute the net present value and profitability index for the project. Before we start the solution, let us understand. Here, company is having one investment proposal in which investment requirement is rupees 3,06,000. So 3,06,000 is nothing but our initial investment required for the project. Now here we are given information of cash inflows for 4 years. So we can assume the estimated life of the project is 4 years. And during this estimated life duration, cash flow after tax rupees 1 lakh at the end of first year, rupees 1,30,000 at the end of second year, rupees 1,50,000 at the end of third year, and rupees 1 lakh at the end of fourth year. Okay. Now the company's cost of capital is 10%. So this cost of capital rate 10% will be considered as our cutoff rate or our discounting factor, discount rate 10%. Okay. Now with this information we will calculate discounted cash flow after tax, and for that we have prepared one table. First column year, first year, second year, third year and fourth year. Cash flow after tax already given in the question, rupees 1 lakh at the end of first year, rupees 1,30,000 at the end of second year, rupees 1,50,000 at the end of third year, and rupees 1 lakh at the end of fourth year, last year of the project. Now we will calculate PV factor at 10%. Here I have shown you the working for PV factor. This is our first year. So PV factor will be calculated, that is 1 divided by 1 plus K. Here 0.10 is nothing but our K, that is cost of capital, rate of cost of capital. So 10% will be recorded as 0.10 raised to 1. Why raised to 1? Because this is first year. So what to do? 1 divided by 1.10. So our capital factor, PV factor at 10% for first year would be 0.9091. Same way for the second year. So 1 divided by 1 plus 0.10 whole raised to 2. So it will be 0.8264. Then 1 divided by 1.01 plus 0.10 whole raised to 3. So it will be 0.7513. And at the end of fourth year, our PV factor would be 1 divided by 1 plus 0.10 whole raised to 4. So PV factor is 0.683. Now we will calculate discounted cash flow after tax. So what to do? Cash flow after tax multiply by PV factor. So 1 lakh multiply 0.9091. So our amount for the first year will be 90,910. Same way, second year 1,30,000 multiply 0.8264, that is 1,07,432. And third year 1,50,000 multiply 0.7513, it will be rupees 1,12,695. And last year, fourth year, rupees 1 lakh multiply 0.683, that is 68,300. So here we have converted our cash flow after tax into discounted cash flow after tax. Finally, we will get total 3,79,337. This will be considered as total discounted cash flow after tax. We can say this is nothing but the present value, total present value of our cash inflow. Total present value of our cash inflow. Okay, and our initial investment for the project is rupees 3,06,000, already given in the question, rupees 3,06,000. So now we will calculate net present value, NPV, that is total discounted cash flow after tax minus initial investment, that is 3,79,337 minus rupees 3,06,000. So it will be 73,337. And next we will calculate profitability index, that is PI, is equal to total discounted cash flow after tax divided by initial investment, that is 3,79,337 divided by rupees 3,06,000. So it would be 1.24. That's all. Dear students, like this we can calculate net present value and profitability index for the project. Thank you very much for watching this video lecture. Very soon we will meet with a new lecture on third technique of discounted cash flow method. Thank you very much.